Hello student, welcome back to the channel. So in this topic we are going to study about the prions. So prions are the only infectious agent which do not contain genetic material. Okay, so they do not contain any genetic material and they are the infectious protein only. And they are infectious protein particles. So your prions are actually only infectious proteins. Is it clear? Now see, try to understand. In the cell, there is one normal protein is present. The normal cellular protein is present and prions are misfolded version of that same protein of normal protein. Okay. Let me explain you through diagram. Suppose this is one cell and this is the normal protein inside the cell. So these are the normal proteins inside the cell. Just try to understand. These are the normal proteins. Okay. And a misfolded version of this protein is known as prion. Let me draw, this is your misfolded version of this protein. It has gone for misfolding. So this has gone for misfolding. Try to understand. This way it has gone for misfolding. So these are, you can assume these are the misfolded version of the normal protein. Is it clear? So you can understand these are the misfolded version of the normal proteins. So these are your prions present. Up till here you have understood. In the cell normal proteins are there and prions are the misfolded version of the normal proteins. Now one thing try to understand very carefully. These proteins, normal cellular proteins, are present in CNS. In CNS. Okay. And this misfolded version of the normal protein prions will be also in the CNS only. Now what they will do, they will combine with these normal proteins. Let us assume this prions is combining with this protein. Okay. So this prion is combining with this protein, and what changes we will observe? That it is making this normal protein also into prions. We just try to count how we are working. See here, it was one here, this way, and this and this. So earlier there were only two prions. Now one prion was this one. Okay. Now second prion was this already present. Now this normal protein also became into prion. So normal protein is also becoming into prion. This is the way how they are making other normal proteins into misfolded form, because they are normal version of the, actually they are the misfolded version of the normal protein. Again you try to understand. Now it will combine this and it will do this. So slowly what we will observe, that the normal proteins are decreasing in the cell. Normal proteins are decreasing. Let us assume only one normal protein is left out. Remaining all are your prions present now. This is one. It has made this also. So this is going for clumping now. This is going for aggregation. Okay. The same here. This way. So this is the way how the aggregation of the proteins is going on. As a result, the functioning is affected. And the people, we have observed that they suffer, we say that prions are the responsible for the Alzheimer disease also and Parkinson disease. Alzheimer disease, okay. And Parkinson disease also. I hope you have understood. These are the disease also responsible because of the prions. And main thing is this, question is asked in our mind, the question comes, we know protein cannot replicate, then how the prions of formation is going on? So see, one thing we say, only one person who is not good can make the entire crowd bad. The one person who is bad will make the entire crowd bad. The same way, only one or two prions are making other normal protein also into prions. This is the way how they are changing the shape. Now, next question comes into the mind, ki why our immune system is not eradicating it and why they are so much dangerous to us. Now, see the reason. Are risky, or you can say they are harmful. Why? Because though they are protein, but they are not denatured by high temperature. They are not denatured by high temperature. First, this is a problem. Okay. And second is they are not even broken down by the protease. They are not even broken down by protease, the enzyme which break the protein. Okay, you know very well कि protease is an enzyme which will break down the protein, so they are not even broken down by protease also. That is why that is more harmful. And third reason is कि they are our normal protein. Earlier, before becoming into prions, they were normal protein, so our immune system does not identify them. Immune system is not able to identify them, so you can say कि they escape our immune system. They escape our immune system, because immune system will kill the foreign particles, but these are our self protein which has gone for misfolded, so they are able to escape our immune system also. And when they accumulate so much in plaque, then they causes the neuromuscular degeneration, sorry, no, your neural problems is created like Alzheimer and Parkinson disease. Now let us discuss where it was first discovered. Okay, now, see, prion causes neurodegenerative disease in mammal, and the first it was discovered in the sheep, and the disease was scrapie disease. Scrapie disease is caused in the sheep, and this was the first disease to be discovered, caused by the prions. And in human, it is causing Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Okay, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in human. And you can say one more disease is there in the cattle, which is actually a variant of human disease, this only, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, that is bovine spongiform encephalopathy. Bovine spongiform encephalopathy in cattle. Okay, cephalopathy in cattle. So these are the diseases which are caused by the prions in different organisms. So in the sheep, it is causing the scrapie disease. In human, it is causing the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. And in cattle, it is causing the bovine spongiform encephalopathy. And bovine spongiform encephalopathy is also known as mad cow disease. Mad cow disease. Is it clear? Now see, the scientist who got the Nobel Prize, actually who proposed this first model that the prions are a misfolded version of the normal protein and making other normal protein to go for misfolding. That was first proposed by, it was first proposed by the scientist. That model was given by the scientist, that is Stanley Prusiner. So he has given first, Stanley Prusiner, he has given it, and he gave it in the 1980s only. Okay, he gave it in the 1980s, he gave it, and he got the Nobel Prize in 1997. Okay, and he got the Nobel Prize for this work, he has got it. Sorry, just give me 1 minute. He got the Nobel Prize for this work in 1997. So I hope this is clear to you, how the prions are there and what disease they cause. Let me just revise once again. Prions are misfolded version of the normal protein, and that normal cellular protein is present in our CNS. CNS means brain and spinal cord. If one or two are misfolded, that what they are doing, they are making another normal protein also to go for misfolding. This is the way how prions are actually reproducing, because this question comes in the mind कि when their protein cannot replicate, then how their protein formation is going on. Okay, so this is the way how they are actually increasing their number, and they are making other normal cellular protein to go for misfolding, and then they are making clumping, they are accumulating and causing the neurodegenerative disorders. Okay, and main thing is this ki a big threat for us is ki actually they are not even denatured by the high temperature, neither they are broken down by the enzyme which can break down other normal proteins. And third reason is ki they escape our immune system because our immune system treated them as a normal cell, means it's a cell protein, so it is not being identified by our acquired immunity. Is it clear? And they are causing different diseases. So this is an infectious agent which is only proteinaceous in nature, which was not getting any recognition in the Whittaker system of classification. So I hope this topic is helpful for you to understand. Thanks for watching class.